You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Come on, man. We cheated. Alright, good evening. When you think you got shit figured out, I really good Lord shows that you got shit figured out. When you think you got life figured out, you ain't. It's going always throw you a curveball, and this is just another one. It looks like you get a curveball every time I do something, it looks like. And I was just outside the other day, matter of fact, mowing the yard. And I'm just mowing like normal. I go up out next to the edge of the road and I'm mowing, and I didn't see anybody that I know of. Well, when I get done mowing down along the edge of the road, and I come up this way, turn around, go back, and go back down here in the yard where I was at, and well, a truck pulls up, and I thought it was my next door neighbor because he got a white Chevrolet truck just like that, but this one looked a little nicer. Well, he got out, and I'm deaf, I can't hear nothing. He got out, started pointing at something, so hell, I just thought he wanted me to look at something, and I said yeah, and I didn't really understand him, and I just got back up on the tractor and just kept on going, and he kept sitting there. Well, Amy and him went up by and talked to him, and he said I threw a piece of gravel and hit his truck, and so he said what I want to do about it, and I said I'd do whatever you want. I don't know what you do about it. And so he calls the law. The law comes up here and starts looking the truck over. And he he says I done scratched his truck up. Well, I took pictures of it. I'll put this in the video, but it looks to me like it's clear coat popped off on that. He tries to say and it looks like a sweeping motion, like a brush went across it or something. Most of the stuff you can't even see. I don't know what the hell he's pointing out. I don't know. These scratches here, does that look like, seriously look like something that just got done and like a rock hit it? I mean, this is clearly scratches. Look at that scratch. Now I can see if I run down the side of him with the tractor or something other. But that's clearly a scratch. You just have to see it. Maybe I'd put them in on the videos. But yeah, he says that was a rock hitting it. It don't like no damn rock to me. He said he had something on the hood. Some around the back on it. I don't know. And look at this dent. Look at that one. And he sat up there in front of the cops. He sat up there for 3 hours. About an hour waiting on them to come. You, this one even had paint filled in it. You can see the paint filled in there, in here, and everything. It just, that's the reason I just didn't fuss with him. I just kept on going. That's where the cops was up in the yard. Now, it might have threw a piece of gravel up there and hit his truck. I don't know. But that really don't have anything to do with the hemp. But that's just the way my day went Saturday. Well, today, get this up and running. It's just in Class C. It's supposed to be, it's going to be biased. I don't think it needs a preamp on it. Which when it was made, it had, I guess it was staged. I don't know what it was. Had high and low. It says sideband. I don't know why it's got two high sidebands. It's got, I guess, sideband for low, sideband for high. I don't know. But anyways, this is our amp. It's going bass. It's going to be. It's going to be a power supply too, so you can turn just this on, and without turning the amplifier on, and it'll be just a power supply. It's 4, 8, 160. It'll be around 200, 180 amp power supply. So let's just say 180, and it's on 110. But this one is acting funny. I played around with it, and I may just have to redo the whole board. I don't know. It's running, and it's running. It's doing everything it's supposed to do, but the transistors are getting really hot. It's not going in oscillation or nothing like that. It's just getting really hot, which the heat sink's pulling away. And yeah, I don't have no fan on it right here, but it's doing a little bit more than what I was hoping. For say it's 90 watts, but in it's the heat building up in the transistors, or it shouldn't flare up as quick as it does. This is my point. RMS is putting out 600, 700 RMS. Peak is putting out 13, 1400. And it's got a variable on it. 220, 290 is driving 62879 Cs. I mean, not Cs, just regular 1608s. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. It's just, I've asked 3 or 4 buddies of mine, and I just can't figure it out. I've changed the output transformers, caps, input caps, caps here, caps there. Of course, I've rewound these are new, this one ain't, but this one is. The splitters and combiners, all rewrapped. New coax is run. Tuner back here where it didn't have that before. At least I don't think so. It didn't. I don't think. Well, anyways, It's running. It just gets a little hotter on the transistors here. But the point of this video is it takes time to do something like this, and you put a lot of time into it. I hadn't keyed it up. It's been down here. I've been sitting there. Let's see. Turn it on. Alright. See them? I ain't even audioed in it. That's a 100-watt day key. See, the heat sink's wicking it out. And the tune, believe me, the tune's not off on it that bad. It's doing great wattage. 120 is back down to 120. It was up to 170. Let's get it, let it get back down. I can't see it for the glare. Alright, it's 104. Alright. I mean, there ain't no imbalances in it or nothing. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see that, but I'll do audio through it. Audio. Audio. Right at 200 degrees. That is not going to last long. And people say, why does it take so long? I mean, I've built a lot of amps off of this same tune. And it's not these transistors that I think. I don't know what's doing it. I don't know what's doing it. Just every now and again you get some shit like this happen. And the heat sink's wicking it away. Because the heat sink's good and warm. I mean, it ain't warm enough where I can't hold my hand on it. But the transistors, when I take my fingers after I key it for a few minutes, and believe me, my fingers, they're pretty tough. And if I can feel heat through them, something's wrong. Oh, yeah, when you audio into it, yeah, she's baking it down pretty good. Let me do it another way. Give you an idea of what's going on. And it's not going into oscillation, believe me. Oh, 270. Let's see. Go to the other set here. Oh, pulling 180 amps. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Oh, 202 amps that time. Yeah. Audio. Pulling, it's pulling right at 200 amps, but it ain't oscillating. Ain't pulling no amperes down, it's not keyed. I mean, the heat sink's working because it's pulling the heat out of the transistors. And it's not that far out of tune, if any. It's just something, it's not acting right on it. Let's do it this way. I done this earlier, I should have kept this out. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Fahrenheit down there. Alright. 87, 89 is my body. My body. And it's just on a porcelain on top of transistor. Audio 11111. It's 120. Hold. It's getting so damn hot, I can't hold my finger on it no more. That's 150. And see, she's cooling down already, but that's back down to 111. It's just building up too much heat. One of the 100s ain't getting warm at all. They're perfect. Audio. Perfect. Not getting hot whatsoever. Very little reflect coming back from the antenna. Now let's go with a dummy load. Audio. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. So I don't know. These transistors don't look like the damn other ones though. I don't know. These don't look like the other ones did. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that it's getting a little too hot. I know that's getting a little too hot. I can't do it like that. Ain't no way. This amp's been a problem child since he got it. This has done been back to the builder twice, not if 3 times. This thing has been a problem child since it was conceived. Since conception. Uh, these are working beautiful. The way this is laid out is a little different than it was when it came in. It had a completely different biasing setup on it, and he never got over a couple keys on it before, boom, it blew out. And it wasn't the antenna that he had with none of his setup, because I done built him another amp. He is, as far as I know, still running the other amp and not had any issues with it. But this one never would. It just never would run right. And I don't know. I've redone it with this board layout. I was going to try to see if I could get it going with this and add bias into it and everything, but it looks like I'm gonna have to just change course and maybe put a little bit more heat sink up underneath it and change the configuration of the board around a little bit. I don't know why when this guy builds his 6-pill, he uses type 43 and 43. I've been using 4361, and I've not had any. I mean, of course, everybody's gonna have something come back, but I've not had any issues for a pretty good while, not as I know of. Now, when it leaves my hands, I don't know till somebody tells me, but as far as I know, theirs are still getting it. As far as I know. At least they haven't got in touch with me. It could be some other builder's place sitting there. I don't know. I don't know. It's just something is not. And I've changed. I've changed, like I said, changed transformers, everything I know of to do. And it just seems like it wants to act right with everything. Uh, the way it was tuned before, it was doing the same thing. Uh, the other guy's got a certain cap he puts here, a certain cap he puts here, and I know this design. I've worked on plenty of them and had no issues with them. It was, everything you work on's got something wrong with it. You wouldn't be working on it, but something on them would not be in that part of it. It would be in the power supply of it, or be a little bit out of tune, and you have to put it back in tune, and or something little. It wouldn't, or either maybe it would have a cap going out, but I mean a peel. You could put a peel back in it, and maybe one cap going down, and replace the resistors and have no issues out of it from then on out. You don't never know. But I've changed inductors, trying to tune the inductance on it. And when I find that, I'll wrap a whole nother inductor. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but I've multiple tap points, input tap points. Input looks great. Like I said, you can put it up on a double load, it shows fine. You put it on the antenna, it shows a little bit, but pretty much every amp shows about what it is. Reflect back from the antenna on what I got. So, it's nothing like that playing factor into it. I don't know what it is, but there's no imbalances, no nothing. It's just getting extremely, extremely, extremely hot. And it ain't because of lack of heat sink. It's a 9x6 piece of heat sink on it. This would be the same thing as a mobile amp with a power supply running it. These are set at 15.1 volts, and by the time it's keyed down, I'm guaranteed it's dropping down to say 14.7 or so. Let's see. And I'll put a, it's going to be a, here's where you clamp your radio on. .09, so it's about 15.1. See, the amp is on, keyed. Oh, yeah, 14.7. This damn mic. Audio. Audio. Yeah. Yeah, that's getting way too hot. Well, just have to play around with it some more. Build a whole nother deck, go in it. I done ordered the new board. Got some new transistors coming in. And like I said, if it was something in one side of it, it would show an imbalance. And it would, it's just, I don't know what it is about this. It's just putting off some extreme heat. I mean, it's running, putting out the watts. That's 1,000-watt slug or RMS right there. Now this mic's giving me a little bit of trouble. Oh, 600. Oh, let me change mics. I found this in the truck today and hooked it up. And it's a Road King. And like numerous Road Kings that I've worked on here lately, it's something in that switch part right there I need to go through. I found it in my truck and I said, well, hell, let me see if it even works. Well, it works, but not all the time. Oh, little key. Oh, too much key. Just put down about 600. And see the reflect back from the antenna, which that ain't on the antenna. The dummy load. Hello. Hello. No reflect there. Reflect over here towards the radio. Oh, very low. I've so far as pretty much done an emulated load on it a while ago, and had to do a, retuned it a little bit, and to see if that's, having a factor to do in it. And it's emulated load's cool, but it ain't spot on. It ain't like you can do the emulated load on it and then that's set, because this is a little different than RF3 in the handbook calls for. That for it's what they call for. That's, you could tune it from here and here, and no tune from anywhere else. This one cancels everything out of, I don't know. But whatever it's doing now, it's bottlenecking and pushing back or something, but it shows to be free flowing. That 1000 watt slug out, put a 2500 watt slug in. Go to peak hit. Let's see, 1000 right there, 1500. Oh, yellow. So about 1200, 12. I'd say 1200. I mean, it ain't no power monster, but it ain't, that's double what it's putting out average. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, but we're going to figure it out. Just going to take more time to do it, and the whole point of this video is that when you think you got something figured out, it's going to show you otherwise. It's going to fight you one way or the other, and you just got to calm down and deal with it. Within life, you got to deal with your problems. It'd be nice if everything worked out perfectly fine, but I reckon if everything worked out right, you wouldn't have to learn nothing. It would be nice if you just do all these parts in here like you're supposed to be and it worked perfect, but I don't know. I was wanting to try to get it right with this one before I went and built another amp. That's the reason I've been fooling with it so much. It's, I swear I think whoever's building these HGs is messing with them. See, I only buy 16 or so at a time. 8, 16, whatever I can afford I buy at a time. I don't buy 2 and 3 and 400 at a time. And with the thing with buying 300 and 400 at a time, whatever you have in that batch ought to be the same throughout the whole batch. But that's not saying that batch I got switched up or something other. But I'm just saying that I see a lot of troubles that other people don't see. I think because I buy so little at a time, it looks like. I don't know. That's just my way of thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Hell, I've been wrong many a time. But This could look a lot better anyways. And I've had this thing way longer than I should have. Which, it's summertime. I got a lot going on. Keeping the yard mowed. I got about 7 acres of mowing. Keep a tractor up. Keep a cars up. Deal with this bullshit Joe Biden shit. It just it takes a toll on you in the summertime. It's alright then. Later.